During the second term of President Ronald Reagan's presidency, the Iran-Contra Affair was considered a scandal by many, and it was a very controversial moment within the Reagan second term. First, some background information. Back before 1980, it all started with Iran. The United States had an embassy in Iran. However, the Iran government was overthrown by the Islamic Revolution Guard Corps. They held U.S. citizens hostage in Iran. During that event, President Jimmy Carter was president. He was furious after what the Iranians did to the U.S. citizens, so he created an arms embargo law. That law restricted the United States from selling and transporting weapons and arms to Iran. Now, it is Ronald Reagan's second term of his presidency, starting in 1985. During his second term, U.S. citizens were being held hostage in Lebanon during the Lebanese Civil War. That then became known as the Lebanon hostage crisis. However, later on, Iraq invaded Iran. Iran needed help and started to rely on the U.S. for weaponry. Although there was a strict arms embargo law, Reagan had a secret plan.
Mr. President.
Hello. Okay, so Iran is being invaded by Iraq, and they are relying on us for weapons to protect themselves.
Okay, so what should we do? It's against the law to send weapons to Iran.
Yeah.
Is sending them weapons even a good idea?
Huh.
During this discussion, during President Reagan and Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, President Reagan was fully aware of what consequences he would face if he broke the arms embargo law. However, an important part of the story is that if President Reagan gave Iran those weapons, Iran agreed to a broker deal to free the U.S. hostages in Lebanon. That deal would be done between Iran and the Hezbollah organization. Hezbollah was an extremist Shiite Muslim group and had a close relationship with Iran. President Reagan believed that their deal would be good for the U.S.
Okay, Lieutenant North. I'm aware that this would violate the arms embargo law, but we need our U.S. hostages back from Lebanon. If we give Iran those weapons, Iran agreed that they would make a deal with Hezbollah. Iran would send us money in return for us sending them weapons. So we should send those weapons to them in secret. No one should know. What we are doing will be only known and done by only us.
But where would we put all that money from Iran? Wouldn't it be suspicious if we just got a bunch of money out of thin air? Would people know it came from Iran?
An important part of this story is that the discussion between President Ronald Reagan and Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North was during a dangerous rise of communist expansion across the globe. Nicaragua, a country in Central America, had a rebel movement called the Sandinistas, who were fighting to maintain their Marxist government. Their communist government was resisted by the Contras, who were a right-wing anti-communist rebel group supported by the United States and had a stated goal that aligns with that of President Ronald Reagan, who wanted to prevent the spread of communism.
So, if Iran gave us the money for the military aid we send them, we should give that money to the Contras.
Yeah, the Contras are a big help, and they are a guerrilla force on our side. If we gave them the money for military aid, they could fight off the Nicaraguan communist government.
Yeah, so if we secretly gave Iran those weapons in return for money, Iran would work with the Hezbollahs to get our U.S. hostages back, and would also attempt to stop the spread of communism. This is perfect. Okay, so everything is put to plan. We were able to get it all done without anyone knowing.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys involved in the deal between Iran and sending some arms to them? Huh? You know that's a violation of the arms embargo law. When President Ronald Reagan was accused of being involved in the Iran-Contra Affair, Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North decided he would take the blame to protect the integrity of the United States. He took one for the team and saved the president of being accused of any wrongdoing.
Oh my god! Oliver, is this true?
Yup.
You do know what you did was against the law.
Yup.
Was Ronald Reagan involved in any of this?
No.
You're under arrest for breaking the arms embargo law.